Hi, Panindra here. So this is a program where I'll help you and guide you how to launch an AI-based Messenger CRM agency to start your side hustle, even if you're brand new. So in the next 7 days, I'll help you set up your CRM, test leads, and even demo to get potential leads. This is a kit which is designed with all my experience in order to give you small daily wins and build your confidence step by step. So in this side of the program, you get to join our Facebook group, which is a community. We got almost about 1,000 people in it, and I post on day-to-day basis here. So you'd be able to go ahead and gather a lot of information about our program and learn how things work for you. Of course, you get really good support from our team. And also you get that accountability because you're going to post all your wins in there so that you are growing your side hustles step by step and become an agency. And of course, to become an agency, you need those resources, right? So you could also claim your free CRM with us. So you get an access to one of our messenger-based CRM where you would be able to connect all your messenger platforms like Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, even Telegram in there and start generating leads and get your own pipeline. And of course, this is a free forever plan. That means you don't have to really pay anything until unless you get more and more clients. I'll explain that in a bit. You'd also be able to get demos about how this particular system works so that you not just have the system with you, but also all the tutorials and courses. You got multiple agencies doing this. So you also have those personalized demos in there so that you'd be able to understand how exactly this program or this setup works for you. And then later you could also replicate this to your clients. And of course, in order to get all this work, we need to have a pipeline set up, right? So we'll help you even set up your pipeline. So we got some proven templates, which we've been using from a lot of these for different campaigns and niches. So we'll be able to help you get that pipeline set up on your system. So of course, not just that, we also be able to test leads and send some WhatsApp or Instagram messages so that those messages will convert into leads and appear in CRM. So I'm going to take you through the CRM setup as also in a moment. But yes, let me go ahead and tell you what are you going to win with this. So if you're going to join this group and of course follow our instructions, you'll be able to set up your own agency and start your own side hustle with this. You could go ahead and post all your progress in there, like in whatever, whenever you get your first client or whenever you have some hurdles or questions from your clients, you could go ahead and post all of those hurdles or wins in that particular group so that you get more and more support, not just from us, but also from other people just like you. So by doing this, you'd be able to get that accountability and you will be making your steps in ahead, which will always give you some results. So if you join this program, these are the things which you're going to get for free. So you get a messenger-based CRM, which is of course a free per hour plan. So with this particular CRM, you could capture WhatsApp, Instagram leads into one inbox. And of course, when you do that, you'll be able to even put them into pipeline and then understand who's ready to pay when who already paid you. And of course, you could track that manual task so that whenever you have to make calls or whenever you have to do that human activity, you'll be able to, the CRM would be able to give you a notification. Along with this, you get an agency access. That means you get a dashboard where you'll be able to add users and create sub accounts so that they get the access. So they get 14 days free trial access by default. And then once they're done with the 14 days free trial, you could pitch them any package you want based on their needs, etc., or client's requirement. So this will help you also scale your side hustle into an agency, is because you're not just providing them the CRM over here, you're providing a service on top of it. So let's say, for example, if someone is willing to create a chat bot or even create a pipeline for their e-commerce business, with your experience and with your expertise, you'd be able to give them support. And not just that, you'd be able to even provide them service by building those workflows or pipelines to them. By that, you'd be able to even charge them an X amount extra every month or even a one-time fee based on whatever the services you're trying to provide to the client. So in order to do this, we need to have some ready-made templates, right? So we're giving you some starter templates. So with this, you'd be able to really build your pipeline stages, the first five, which includes the first five chatbots. So you'll have different stages like incoming stage, qualified, or webinar attended, or demo done, or something like that before they pay. Right. So whatever the stages we're gonna have for each and every stage, we got a chatbot which will help us to automate that lead nurturing part, that you have that kickstart in order to start your agency, in which you're going to get all those messages templates which are ready to copy and paste based on your niche and customize it as per your offer or as per your pricing, etc. So in fact, by using these three aspects, you'd be able to successfully build your own agency and get your own clients into that particular dashboard. That means you are not just starting a side hustle, but you are in fact doing an agency model in here, which will eventually become a full-time job for you. So of course, in order to get this system running, we also give you some mini tutorials. As I told, we have some video courses available inside. We also have some PDF guides and case studies, and I'll take you through this modules in a while. But with this particular program, we're going to follow this 7-day action plan. So the day one would be how you could log into the system, get familiarized with the system, how many features are there, what features are useful for you, build a CRM inbox or a chat bot in it so that you could experiment and understand how the system works. So the day two is whatever the contacts you have, you could import those contacts and start using that system for that contact. So let's say if you have someone who are in follow-up system, maybe you wanted to touch base by sending them a reactivation campaign, like you got a new offer, something like that. You add all those contacts and start creating a message template to reach out to them. So once you import all your contacts, then you could create a pipeline that we will do it on day three. So on day three, we will go ahead and create a pipeline and understand how is your customer journey. Based on your customer journey, we will get to know what stages are needed. Let's say if you are willing to give a demo and make them understand how the system works, then you would be able to easily, create a stage called booked or booking or something like that. If it doesn't need a demo and if you wanted to just ask them to sign up for the free trial first, then yes, you could just go ahead and give that call to action as, or sorry, pipeline stage as free trial. So based on your customer journey, you would be able to understand where your leads are going and how these leads are flowing into the system. So on day four, we will go ahead and connect your accounts. We will connect your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, etc. And of course, once we connect those channels into the systems, all the leads, all the messages we get will get converted into the leads, and we could start seeing that in the pipeline. So under the pipeline, we will be able to even do that automation testing so that we will understand, let's say if the lead is moved from free trial, then what kind of messages you wanted to send. Then you could create we have a template which you could use. So you could go ahead and use that template and test that automation and see if those messages are actually going when the lead is moving from one stage to another stage. And of course, once the setup is all ready, when you're about to hit the market, you need to, of course, know the system in order to present it to the audience. So you need to understand how this system works in order to give a demo. So we will go ahead and give you a proper demo of the CRM and show you what aspects of that CRM is actually adding value to your audience. And based on that, you could create your own format and showcase and demo the CRM to make them understand how this particular system works. So we will help you, guide you with assisting about two to three demos for business owners. And based on that, you could take over and continue the whole game. So on the day 7, we will come back and then share whatever the progress we did. That means whatever we were able to achieve. Let's say a part of the program is to create a Facebook group. Then you could showcase like how many group members you have in that Facebook. Or else if the part of the program is actually to make a sale by selling a subscription or something like that, then you could showcase how many clients you got till now, or even testimonials you got. So you'd be able to go ahead and showcase all your progress, achievements, or questions, or any kind of things you wanted to share in the group over here, so that you get immense support from not just us, but also from people just like you who are trying to build things. And also you could add their experiences into your building while build and while share. So in this 7-day program, This is what you're going to learn, and you will start from the scratch and then share your progress. That means you are achieving something and moving further. And that itself is enough to get you those dollars into the bank account. So in order to go ahead and understand how this program will help you next, we have a growth path. So you're going to start for free. We will not charge anything for this particular CRM or any other provider, any other resources you're going to get. And the next is first demo. You use it for yourself first, and then show it to your client so that you will understand how this system is helping you or adding value to your business or your idea. And then you could showcase or replicate similar things to your client. And the next is join cohort. We have a cohort program going further starting from Monday. Whenever you think that you need expert assistance, you need some more guidance in setting up the system, you could join our cohort program. We will give you over the shoulder support and help you set up the whole system in just 3 hours, starting from the scratch till launching your campaign or something like that. And of course, you will have weekly Q&A sessions. You could join our weekly webinars like this. We're going to conduct this kind of webinars on every Sunday, 7 p.m. without missing. And we will be also going live once in a while in order to make sure that you guys are getting really good support from us. And also we share our stories so that we understand where we need to focus in order to achieve that success. So if by we do all these three activities, when we start something for free, which will not give us any costing to start our side hustle or an agency. And of course, we have that demo so that we are not just selling it blindly, like affiliating some other program. We are actually using that particular program to build our pipeline. And by gaining the experience or hands-on experience on that particular system, then you are creating a solution for your client in order to show off the system. So I don't even suggest you to offer this just as a system, but as a solution. That means you could go ahead and provide a service on top of it and actually get another income on top of it, not just CRM income. And in order to get more support, we are always here. We conduct these cohort programs, which are about like 3 hours sessions, where you get over the shoulder support in order to set up the whole system. And we've been doing this from a long time. So if you go ahead and get all these 3 points, then you scale up. Then you scale up and you see the actual market. Whatever the side, we call this side hustle is because whatever we are doing is just ice on the top. There's a lot more under the ocean. This is a huge iceberg. And in order to dive deep into the oceans, you need to have really good resources, like a really good protective system for you to survive in that particular market. And that is nothing but agency in a box setup. So we will help you set up the whole agency system, which you could scale and go deep into the market so that you build some enterprise workflows, enterprise funnels, or we even help you set up the whole system with a snapshot so that you don't have to start from the scratch. That means you get a whole funnel, you get a whole system in order to launch your agency. And then, of course, we give you some strategies in order to penetrate deep into the market and target the audience who could pay your high ticket. That's where when you need to get these high ticket programs, and that's when you will make the right dollar. We call this whole program side hustle is because this is only for you to kickstart into the marketing agency industry. But once you are in the industry, then you will see the actual market, and that's where the dollar is. For that, you need to have the really good resources, and that will also cost you. Not everything comes for free, right? So in this scaling up scenario, you got to spend money on AI, you got to spend money on APIs, you got to spend money on systems, you got to spend money on man-hours and a lot of other areas, right? So in order to get that money, you need to go ahead and get that setup done properly, and you need to get that kickstart, right? So this cohort will give you that kickstart, and then later you could scale up and build your own agency, and we give you that whole setup in a box. And we will talk about it when you're in the cohort. Yes, I will explain you more about it, but let's go ahead and understand how this whole program works by just moving into the other tab. For example, this is the Facebook group which you're going to join in. Once you're in this group, you will go ahead and get so many updates from here. You could also go ahead and post your questions and ask them any support you need. You could go ahead and also get these GPTs. So I forgot to mention that you get some access over here. So GPTs over here. So you get an agency setup GPT, which will help you in order to set up the whole system by creating templates for your funnel, templates for for your stages, etc. And in order to get leads, not everyone can run ads, right? So you could also run some lead generation GPT. This is used in order to generate some leads online. So you could go ahead and give it some of your targeted audience with keyword or a location, and that will go ahead and search for the data online, which is publicly available, and give you the links of their Facebook account, or Twitter account, or even their email address or phone number sometimes, so that you'd be able to reach out them on any of the platform they're available, and do that organic traffic or organic reach out, so that you generate some organic traffic also. So these GPTs are really useful. You could not just use for yourself, you could use this and start providing services on top of it to your clients, so that you have another ticket or another model of revenue. So these are the links which I suggest you to go ahead and use. So this is the Facebook group which I've just shown you. And of course, in order to get the free CRM, you need to go ahead and sign up as a Como partner. So this is the CRM which we're gonna use. Let's go ahead and open that. It's called Como, Kommo. It's a messenger-based CRM. So you could go ahead and explore the website going further, but this is where you're gonna become a partner. So you could go ahead and read all the benefits or whatever the commission model you get. So first of all, you get 100% commission on your first sale. So whatever you're selling or providing services on top of forward to your clients, whatever you earn is 100% is yours. And later on, going from the second sale, you could keep 35% of that commission and then pay promo on their agency dashboard. So here you're gonna not just send the client directly to the Como, you will go ahead and make the purchase for your client from the partner program. That means you will take the money from the client and then put your 35 to 50% commission of whatever you're eligible of, and then pay the remaining to Como under your dashboard, so that this particular client falls under you. So there is no referral tracking apart from you adding that particular client in the dashboard. I'll talk about it more going further. You could always ask me any questions based on whatever on this particular page. So once you're all good to go, you could just go ahead and click on this become a partner and sign up into the system. Use the same email address you gave to join the group, so that we identify you easily. And once you go ahead and join as a partner, let's go ahead and do that now and see where it takes. Just a moment. Okay. So it's asking you to enter the full name. Go ahead and enter your full name and whatever the details which are required to give over here. So let me add my number. So you could choose as marketing agency or digital consultant, anything you want. You could also give your links in here. So let's say I give one of my link is this is the Instagram. So you could give a website if you have, and select number of employees. You select just one or two, and number of clients 0 to 5. Or you could mention what are the location and give your own password over here. There we go. So here's the whole game. So it's not that easy to get the whole system for free, right? Who is giving the whole CRM for free? And not just that, giving an access to add users so that you could create more and more sub accounts and sell on top of it. Why are they giving this? Because they wanted to reach right people who have right mindset in order to understand what is it of building a business online, right? So they're going to give you a lot of resources in order to launch your agency, but you have to go ahead and become a partner and go through a small certification test so that you get certified as the whole program. So once you are in this page, go ahead and watch this video without missing so that you get the whole gist of what is Como and how you're going to earn on top of this. I'm not going to show this recordings now because you're going to go through it on your own time. But once you are ready with this, once you go through these videos, you'll have to go through this 60-minute test. So you will go ahead and once you go ahead and get this test done, you'll get a certification done. So that means you'll have a certification stating that Como partner. And you also get 2 months of an enterprise subscription in your account. So that means your agency account is going to get 2 months of 60 days of access to go ahead and do the automation and set up your own systems on top of it. And that's where we're going to use the templates, which we will share very soon. And an ability to start earning 35% on each sale. That means whenever you add someone into the account at the free trial, and after the 14 days, they're willing to go ahead and take a subscription whatever it is, let's say, for example, in $100. So you keep 35% you have an ability to keep 35% of that particular $100 and then pay remaining $65 into the Como account on this particular dashboard. So once you go through the test, you will get the access to the whole dashboard, which I will show you more in a while. And of course, you get step-by-step roadmap to get your first sale. And the best part over here is whenever you get that first sale, whatever the subscription fee you're going to charge them, maybe let's say you're selling them a 6 months of subscription of an enterprise package, which would generally cost them what, around 18,000 rupees or $200 or $250 for that 6 months period. So that $250 is completely yours. That is, if that is your first sale, maybe you're selling something for $100, that $100 is the first sale, right? So that whole commission is completely yours. And you also get a partner promo so that you also have more learning materials, courses going further so that you learn more and get to know the whole system to understand how the things work. So once you start this test, it'll take you through about 60 questions. So you could go through all those 60 plus questions, and then if you get able to get the around 60 to 80%, you'd be certified as a partner and you get all the access, which I was talking about. So go through all these particular questions or videos before attending the test so that you have better understanding. And I also have to go ahead and explain you how the dashboard looks, etc. But I wanted to keep it for the next session. Maybe we'll do it on Monday or something like that. But yes, if you have any questions going further, you could join our Facebook group and you could go ahead and ask us any question which is related to this particular program. And if you want to get that assistance in getting certified on the Como partnership program, we also have this templates over here. So we got some pre-made templates to share it for you to share on the social media, for Instagram or for stories or something like that. So everything is in this Google Drive. You could go ahead and get that Google Drive from this particular link. And if you need any assistance, I'm always available on this WhatsApp number. You could go ahead and reach out to me on WhatsApp. And if you want this particular PDF, you could go ahead and download it from here so that you could read it once again once we are done with this session. But you have to go ahead and remember one thing, that success comes only when you take action. Everything is free, there's no value. So it should not be like that. So you need to give that value. The value is your time. So if you give that time and take action, and if you start this on the day one, which is today, go ahead and explore all the things, sign up, try to do that test, maybe get that access to the CRM by yourself without my support. So once you go ahead and take the action, then you will see new things and you'll start learning more and more. And if you have any questions, we are always available in the Facebook group. You could always go ahead and post any questions, even silly questions in the Facebook group. We will definitely help you out in answering them. And not just that, we have people like you who've been coming up with different experiences. So if you add up all those experiences, you could imagine what kind of solutions you could offer to your clients, through this group or community. So I suggest you to go ahead and share everything over here. You could share your wins. You could share your failures. It will go ahead and if it is wins, then it'll start compounding. If those are failures, then you could see them getting crushed by your support or community. Please go ahead and join this group and ask us any questions. We will again meet in another session similar to this. If you have any questions, do ask me and in the group. And in the next coming session, I will show you how the agency dashboard looks and how you could add more and more clients to it and how you could offer solutions on top of it. So thank you for joining this session. If you have any questions, please do call it, and bye-bye.